Domino. So if you are stuck on page 3 and 4 of the research, getting those buddy candies, and as you can see, I've already gone past it, getting the buddy candies and the buddy hearts, I am here to help you. So the buddy hearts are pretty easy. Every time you switch your buddy, you get the snapshots, and you can get the snapshots and you play with your buddy and you feed it. So right now I'm going to go through because I've already got some of these, I'm going to go through the battles and then I'll switch buddies and show you the hearts real quick. So first, if you've got Team Rocket, you can get 3 hearts with them quickly because you can go into the balloon, or if you're see over here, anytime you see the stop quivering like this, you know Team Rocket is over there. I am not going to walk over there. I've already walked during Spotlight Hour. But if you don't have Team Rocket handy, you can do the same thing that I'm about to do over here, because the heart counts at the very beginning of the battle, so you don't waste too much potion or whatever. So I do this with my Master League team because I don't play Master League as much because you can call it lazy, whatever. But so I have my buddies labeled so I can find them quickly. Usually I sort by name. I don't have to, I don't know where's my buddy? So that tells you who your buddy is. I have to find it on my other phone. So right now I have my buddies as the ones that are 1 kilometer for candies. I'll get into that in a second. So I've selected it. I stick it at the end. Sometimes this is on and off. Sometimes it gives you trouble if your buddy goes into battle at all, or it dies, like if you're in a raid. If it dies, if you use it, yes, this is a very annoying bug. So if you're in a raid and you're not sure if you can beat it before you get to your buddy, don't mess around, right? Also, if you're with other people, maybe don't mess around, don't put your buddy in. But so the same thing that I'm doing here, you can do with Team Rocket, which is another reason that you want to use the best counters you can and just beat Team Rocket with either 1, max 2 Pokemon. You can stick your buddy at the back. You never even need to get to it, except, of course, for when you've got the girl, and I think she says winning is for winners, and she throws Snorlax, sometimes 3 Snorlax, or Snorlax, I think it's Snorlax, Gyarados, or Snorlax, Poliwrath, and then Gyarados, or Snorlax, Poliwrath, and then Snorlax again at you. So you see what I'm doing. I'm going to get 3 battle hearts really quick. You see how I X'd right out. This here can give you a platinum medal. It is probably one of the most tedious medals. I started working on it, and then I was like, life is too short. I don't care. There are way easier ways to get platinum medals. So that's 1, 2, 3. So when you're fighting Team Rocket, right, you do this same thing and you just exit out immediately. Since when you're fighting Team Rocket, you do actually have to heal your Pokemon up, I actually just tap exactly where I know the exit button is, and I barely have to heal mine up. So, okay, so sometimes the hearts don't register right away. All right, we got it. So I've already walked and fed this one enough. I don't even normally feed my buddy more than twice because it takes so much time, right? It usually takes like an hour. Right now it's less. So as you know, you see how normally it goes down. There are 6 bits of pie here, right? Usually it goes down to 2 and then you can feed it. Right now, once it goes down 1 bit of pie, so to speak, you can feed it. So do that. Don't wait. So the other thing is, so I label my buddies. So my gotcha is complaining at me. I label my buddies with diamonds because diamonds are a girl's best friend. And I label them by name. So you can see all my buddies. So I usually work on 25 to 30 buddies at a time, which sounds insane, except it tells you, right? You can switch your buddies 20 times every day. So diamonds, plus is for walking. So you can see most of them are plus. I label them funny names. There's a reason that they have 1, 2, whatever. That's the level they are, because also if I label them by name, I can see how far along they are. And right now, all the ones that are 1K are down here. So I can just scroll all the way down and get them quickly. But you see, like Sizer only has 97 hearts to go. Virizion only has 45 to go. Sneasler has 96 to go. The way this sorts, they'll be at the bottom and I can see them quickly. Cacnea is level 2. Zorua is level 2. Poor Muck is only level 1. Spiritomb is up at level 3. I think it counts as level 4, but anyway, so it's got like 3 hearts is why I call it 3. So I'm like, oh, okay, I can work on that more and get rid of it. But since I'm not going to go outside and walk, I don't want to do those. I don't want to do any of the legendaries because I'm not actually walking. I want to do some of the ones that don't need any walking, that I don't want any more candy for. I do not need Eevee candy ever again, right? I don't need, really don't need Sizer candy ever again. Because I'm almost done with Virizion, that's why it's down at the bottom. But if I were going to, so you see how all of these, you can go on the internet and just, oh, I was looking something up here. You can go on the internet and look up what are 1K Pokemon buddies. So look, like tips here. It tells you. Now, obviously, you could do things like Rattata and Caterpie and Weedle, which is, I think, very silly. No one needs any more Weedle candy. I don't care how much you like it. We all have so much Weedle candy. That would be silly. But Swoobat, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you need it, right? Plus, it takes 1K to evolve. What's it called? The one that turns into Altaria. Swablu. It takes 400 candy to evolve. You might as well walk it for the candy. Wailmer is 1K and it takes 400. This one, this one here, it takes 400 candy to evolve and it's 1K. So things like that where you're doing double duty. I like to do that a lot. So I'm actually going to pick Zubat here because I'm almost done with it and it's one of my shadow shinies. I really prefer 2 buddy shinies, especially because they can be Zorua a lot. And this way I know when it's Zorua and when it's not Zorua. So I have picked the wrong one on my other phone. I gotta fix that. Okay, so look, I take a picture, I play with it. When I first started, I didn't know how to play with my buddy. Usually you gotta grab their head, and if you see that sparkle around it, that's how you know. And then it has the light, right? And then you feed it. And easy peasy. So I wish someone had told me. I don't know. There's so much about this game where they don't tell you anything. And then people are just like, oh my God, you didn't know that? And you're like, obviously I didn't know that. That's why I didn't do it. So anyhow. And then you just feed it and you see the light come up. You will never see any light come up for the pictures, but as you exit out, usually you will see this screen. That's a terrible picture of the bat. Usually you will see that screen. Sometimes you want to check and make sure that the snapshot took. Occasionally it has not been actually the heart has not been appearing. So if I wanted to, we could go over to the battles and make sure that we remember to do it, but it's not a big deal. Since Team Rocket is not appearing every 2 hours like before, as long as I don't forget to do it before I switch, then that's fine. But the other thing is, so when I go over and I want to do the buddy hearts or get the buddy candy, just make sure before I switch that I do that. So those 25 buddy hearts, if you're thinking about it, right? Every hour you've got 1, and then you feed it again, 2. And then, so when you get into it, it's 1, 2, 3, you can do 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 right there. 3 buddies, that's 21. 1 more. You can get those 25 buddy hearts in a little over 3, 4 hours, maybe 4 hours, and you don't have to puffin. And the thing with the candy is they never said which buddy you have to do it with, right? You could do it with the legendary and walk 80 kilometers, but you can do it with a 1 kilometer buddy, like little Mr. Wimpod here. You could do it with a itty bitty buddy and do it in 4 kilometers, do it in 0.5, or do it in 2 times 0.5 times 4, 2 kilometers if you want to. They never said how many kilometers it has to take. So, but yeah, the thing with the labeling of the buddies, I know a lot of people like to just have 1 buddy until they're all done with it. They do the really cool outfits. I think that's awesome too. I like looking at those. But personally, if they let me switch my buddy 20 times a day, once I've gotten 7 hearts with it, unless I'm walking, even when I'm walking, it's like, well, how much more can I get? Not that much more. Let me switch. And I mean, everybody else I know has like, I don't know, they got like 10 best buddies. I got 73, and this is my alt. This is my alt. So I'm not even really working on that platinum medal, but I'm just saying these are my results and those are their results. So you pick. But yeah, this is what I do. I label and then I just work on them in teams the same way I do with my megas. And being organized just super helps. It helps with everything. So let me know what you think. Let me know your questions, and I will talk to you soon.